Okay, quick review for Life of Pi 4K. Um, I own this movie in Blu-ray already. It's a phenomenal film. I think it's one of the best films ever made. Ang Lee is phenomenal in this film, or is a phenomenal director with this material. With the budget they had and the things they were able to pull off, it's just one of those films that you will remember. One of those films that you'll, I think, be happy to have in your library because this is great filmmaking. It's kind of the thing Hollywood doesn't seem to get right very often anymore. You have some great movies coming out. Don't get me wrong, but this is among, I think, one of the big surprises for a lot of people. So would I repurchase this in 4K if I already owned it on Blu-ray? I watched the Blu-ray of this earlier, and I'll say it depends on the kind of 4K set you have. If you have a 4K set that doesn't have nanocrystals, but it'll allow you to send the native signal to your television versus having to upscale the Blu-ray. Maybe not. You'll get a little bit more out of it detail-wise, but it's not really... sorry, I keep getting my finger in front of the camera moving this thing around. You'll get a lot more detail-wise, or not a lot more, you'll get slightly more detail, but I don't think it's enough to really repurchase this again, especially if you don't have a 10-bit panel. It's just not really going to make a lot of sense to do that. If you have nanocrystals, yes, because you know, like the Sony televisions, for instance, will show you more variation of color anyway because they've just always been built to be ahead of the curve in that manner. So you'll likely see more variation in color, plus you're also getting a very sharp image. It's as good as The Martian, Sicario, anything like that, and if you were impressed with those movies, this goes up there with them as far as reference quality is concerned. If you now add HDR to the mix, and you'll say a 10-bit panel, and you know the nanocrystals or OLED, definitely worth a repurchase even if you own it. It's breathtaking. It's a beautiful, beautiful movie. The movie itself is a 5, I think, personally, story-wise. The picture quality is a 5. The sound quality is some of the best. It's some of the best sound mix I've heard in a while. It's a 7.1 surround sound film, so you're going to get all channels running. Whether you're running 5 or 7, it's going to sound incredible. And I'm just going to show you a couple of quick things. Hopefully I don't get nailed for copyright, but hope you can see that properly. So I'll just let that go. I run with HDMI color on, so let me make that a little bit bigger. So I find HDMI color on tends to give you more. It tones the colors down a little bit, but it gives you more detail in the color. You get more variation, and everything's better controlled. The darks, the grays, and I think you get a more detailed picture. Sorry if there's a little bit of shaking. The one thing about this camera that's terrible is that it doesn't have auto image stabilization. So I'm trying to be as still as possible, but you can see the detail that you get in the picture and the clarity. It's just breathtaking to see the picture with the 4K and the HDR because of the brightness it adds to things. The other thing I'll also try to quickly show you here is I just want to show you a dark scene where you'll get more of an idea of what I mean as far as what it adds to the picture quality with the brightness that you can achieve with the image. Sorry, it's sort of fast forwarding. I hate the remote on this thing. That's one thing I can say about this player. The remote is terrible. Okay, so just give me a second here. I'm sorry this video is going a little bit over long, but I think you'll be interested in seeing what I'm going to show you here in a second. Okay, so again, here we go. It's about how bright it tends to bring the image out. You know, look at the little flames in the candle. And when you're watching it on this, you probably see a little bit of flashlighting, which I don't see with my naked eye. I just see it through the viewfinder of this camera. It's just the blacks are controlled so well, and then when you have like a good backlighting system, it really takes care of a lot of it. I would definitely say this movie is worth is worth a purchase. So anyway, I hope that helped out. I've got some more movies coming, so if you like this video, please hit the like button so I know that I should continue. Another little shot there, look at that. Woo! Nice and bright, eh? It's beautiful. Anyway, have a great day. Bye.